let's just get started. We actually give me a second. Keep losing my
This
notes.
technical guy is asking if you would like to start your camera. It's up to you.
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, let me do that. I
And
don't think I
while Google is preparing, I mean, some of you might not know him. I'm Christo, community lead, so maybe know me. There are new guys, so I'm happy that we greet you here. Welcome, guys. Family is growing. We have nice partnership and community is growing. But for those of you that might not know, Georgi, he's one of the co-founders and the guy that I worked the most in the very beginning. It's a big hustler. You could say that what we achieve here is based on a lot of his hard work. Coming from the Manta mentality with Manta never stops, it seems like Georgi never stops as well. I personally speak with him in every possible hour of the day. So he's always active. And yeah, today he joined to speak of what we have done this year and what we're looking for to achieve in next year. Very important updates, I think, and also overview of what we have achieved so far. So getting the direction and yeah, the milestones. Let's go. It's gonna be a short call. The moment we're
yeah,
done, you can go and have with the questions, but we know it's like in between holidays.
yeah,
So
no.
good you're here and let's
Yeah, we
make it
can take
make it
yeah,
efficient.
yeah, yeah, we can take as much time as it needs. But yeah. Anyway, I was reflecting on the last year. Actually, we did a lot of stuff. It's been it's been it's been pretty 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 hectic and pretty interesting the whole year. I mean, we started Blocksense towards like the end of 2023. Um, and I think the first kind of major place that we went to, and then we got some kind of our initial investor commitments was at the Dev Connected Istanbul at the end of 2023. And since then, it's been pretty interesting. I mean, I'll just go like I guess like kind of one by one of stuff. For example, one thing. I mean, first thing that we did was kind of onboard like 10 engineers from one of our previous projects, and then over time, kind of hire 10 more. We have a ZK team, a front end team, a back end team, a tooling team, and we even have this new we took some time, but we built a BD and a marketing kind of arm, which the company didn't really have at all, because I mean a lot of these engineers, they worked in the past together. But anyway, over time we built this kind of team of 10 marketing and BD team, and we've seen Magnus, you've seen Martin, and we've seen a lot of our community folks and marketing folks. So that's kind of on the people side. We went from 10 to roughly 30, which is pretty crazy. We financed this with our kind of seed raise, seed round, which we got participation with some really cool funds, like the A16Z Crypto CSX, which is the accelerator program of A16Z Crypto, and we got like public goods and like Taiki Ventures and a bunch of like really cool angels like VC Builder um, and some really good advisors like folks from like Kenny from Manta, for example. And that kind of kicked us off. And yeah, like I mentioned, we entered the A16Z Crypto Accelerator, and uh, we even got around our seed round was 4 million, but we also got around like pretty good chunk of cash and like grants and different kind of incentives from our partners. So we're very strong on we're very well funded at the moment, and we're doing really well. And that kind of some of the major stuff. And that brings us to today. I guess before like I move on from kind of these points and into the product, I guess, do you guys have any, I mean, I can stop and like, maybe questions or comments if something's not making sense. And then I'll tell you guys about what we did about the products. And yeah.
Well, basically, guys can go with the questions in the chat or leave the questions for the last part. So it's more convenient. I'll just ask you to slowly move the lid of your laptop so we can. This is what the technical guy said. You have to know, guys, we have a technical guy in the background always taking care. The sound is good. The quality of the recording is good. So we have
yeah.
we have those calls recorded. For those of you that will miss it, can go back and see. It's a great source of information for what we're doing, right?
I guess to summarize really quickly these points, like we got this funding and then we built a really good team, like of almost 30 people, engineers and PD and marketing, and we got some good grants and some good airdrops for the company from our partners, and now we're really ready to take on 2025 and we're go to market basically with what we've built, and I'll tell you about the products.
Yeah, we can definitely.
I'll move on. Yeah. Anyway, so the product, it's been, yeah, the products. So now we have one that is pretty much almost ready to go into production. This kind of interface for DeFi, for new DeFi ecosystems to basically support anything that Chainlink or Redstone or like even guys like Pyth can support and provide. We can provide to brand new chains that are coming up, and this is something that's been that's pretty much ready. We have a couple of, I think, 3 chains that are pretty much ready to even go into mainnet, and around like 18 in testnet. Majority of, I mean, all of them are EVM chains, but soon we'll have support for SVM as well. And these are like some of the chains in the pipeline. I don't know, guys like Morph, Beres, Treya, I know Aztec, Monad, like really good chains, and we have so much more in the pipeline. And then we're like working with the best kind of stacks like the Arbitrum and the ZK Syncs and the OpStacks and so forth. So this product that is kind of helping new chains set up a DeFi ecosystem, and where we can be the first Oracle provider. That's pretty much ready to go, and we're gonna go live with it, and at least 2 or 3 chains, maybe end of January, beginning of February, something like that. At least like end of Q1. So this product, we're seeing good traction, and will be live soon. The next product that we're building is this very low latency kind of pool oracle, or more like a pool oracle. But basically, the point here is that it's very low latency. Here we can either enshrine it or make it a pool oracle, but we have a very high, like a tier 1, basically layer 1 that would potentially like this to be enshrined into their protocol, and we are hopefully gonna win this deal and implement this next year. And I don't really want to go into details, but if it happens, it's gonna be a huge win for us. So fingers crossed, guys. So that's like this this low latency product. And then with the with these first 2 products, this is kind of the 1-2 punch where every new chain will need that every new chain will need and will provide. Then we also took some time over the last few months to build up this kind of AI capabilities. One of them, the main thing being kind of providing a verifiable inference. We're well into development of, it's kind of like Aura or Ritual, you can say, some of our competitors, but we are maybe in the middle of developing it. Hopefully we'll have it in a few months, and or like 2 or 3 months, because especially now that we're seeing all this hype with like all these AI agents that are popping up. It's something. I mean, we kind of bet on it when we were 6 months ago. We were thinking what should we develop. So hopefully it will be ready in a few more, and we can ride this wave. So that should be coming out very soon. And yeah, this is kind of the Oracle product. And on top of that, we also developed some internal tooling, which we for ZK stuff. And really, that's tooling that revolves around Noir, the programming language from Aztec. And this tooling can be leveraged by all kinds of other developers, like ZK developers. And we hope to find we hope that basically that will happen, and that will give us a lot of a lot of popularity at the very least, and a lot of appreciation from like the best developers, the best ZK developers out there. So that's that's very interesting work. For example, like providing custom backends for Noir, like different than Plonk, like Plonky 2 or Expander or whatever other proving systems, or providing like formal verification capabilities, or or like providing like debugging tools for the language. This kind of stuff we managed to develop over the last 9 months, and we'll see how the wider community how they appreciate it. And even on top of that, the final thing that we kind of did on this product side is that we developed two really strong partnerships with with ecosystem providers that want to use us as a as an oracle in their system. One being this LLM router, and then the other one being this kind of DeFi aggregator. And in both of these, we have a very deep relationship where if these projects do well, we're betting a lot on them. So we have put some effort, and soon we will be able to like show them off. Maybe within the next like 2 or 3 months again. So that's kind of on the product side. We have the like the push oracle, which is for new chains, which is like a replacement for Chainlink and Redstone. And we have a low latency pool oracle, which is more of a replacement for Pyth. Both of these like help new chains get off the ground running. And we have a bunch of deals that are in the pipeline, pretty much almost ready to go. And then on top of that, we have this kind of AI and tooling lines of products that are getting some traction, and this kind of makeshift ecosystem incubator where we're putting a lot of effort in some of the projects that are building with Blocksense. So yeah, that's on the product front.
If you allow me to summarize, it's like, wow, you say it pretty well, but not to remove any confusion. Or Blocksense it's much more than Oracle, and also in the Oracle space we're building different products. So you could look at Blocksense as we're developing different products that can serve in the space, and to companies from early stage protocols that don't have oracles, and it's making very easy for them to have one, and also a programmable one, so they can do whatever use case that they need to. And that's a niche for sure. And many of the projects we speak with, and Georgi can correct me if I'm wrong, but we spoke with more than 120 or 130 projects so far. So the feedback is many of those companies, they like this feature very much, because this is what allows you to the programmable part of Blocksense is what allows you to make the use case that you dream of, and you cannot find feeds for it. But also we are focused on different products, and because the technology that we're developing is allowing it, and we have wide range of possibilities when speaking. Should connect Blocksense to something much wider than an Oracle. Also the AI inference part, it's very interesting thing to see how it grows and how it matures in the space, because it's pretty much new, and so far we would say that it needs time for us to see how it matures. But we are working on multiple lines to say developing different products, and with different partners, exploring those opportunities. So this is pretty great. Thank you for updating the community on this. Um,
Yeah, I mean, all of these projects are trying to really work with the the, the best like market participants, let's call them that way, in those categories. Like I said, with the chains we are working with, in our pipeline, it's like guys like Morph, Pera, Citrea, Aztec, Monad, then for like these kind of AI use cases, we're trying to integrate our system into like the frameworks like AI 16Z or like virtuals. And for this tooling, we're really trying to work with with Noir, which is like the best ZK language right there, the only one right there. So like all the best developers are using it, and it really provide value in all of these areas. So like the best people out there are using our systems and our tools, and hopefully that's gonna leave like a trail, right, an impact, and people talk about us more, and then set us
yeah,
up for a very very good 2025.
what we are definitely building, and it might seem slow on the community side, but we're setting the super solid foundation for a long lasting and very successful product here and project. And yeah, as Google mentioned on few sites, I mean, growing a company from 5 people to now 35, and maybe next round to getting 60. This is a challenge by itself, and developing the product and figure out the market fit and all those things, they are challenged by themselves. So every one of those steps are very important, and we put a lot of effort into exploring and making things the best possible way. We have super bright team of professional ex Google, and I don't want to mention all the fun companies, people that are in the team, but definitely very smart people that are putting their valuable lifetime even into this. We're like a 24/7 team. Seriously, there. I think Blocksense never sleeps. This must be the our slogan because we are available all around the world. So this is also a very distributed team. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, I mean
that's all the
the
part.
team is that's our, I think, probably the most proud. We really got an amazing team going. Guys like Chris has said, um, from like Google, from like Uber, from like PhDs and compilers, and guys that have built multi-billion-dollar systems, and so the team crazy. But anyway, now the next thing I wanted to say to you guys is that we also um, did a few partnerships that were more like, okay, uh, we need certain piece of tech or something from another team, and then we use it. And then this kind of partnership is, for example, we got a very strong partnership with Eigenlayer. Like we're going to be becoming an AVS and tapping into the economic security of the restakers that are restaking on Eigenlayer, kind of like eOracle or whatever other AVS systems. That is very crucial for the security of our system, and we prioritized it from day one, and we're very happy that we managed to get that going. And then on top of that, we're also building. We're trying to additionally enforce this line of thinking, and add additional like restaking and protocols, like additional security from other restaking protocols, like for example, like Symbiotic or some of the other folks. And we are talking to a few of them, and hopefully 2025 we can add more of these partners to our roster. Obviously, on the ZK side, we've talked to we are working closely with like teams like Nebra and Sindri and Sisik, and even like guys like Fermat. So we're very well connected, and obviously like the Noir team and so forth. And one other partnership that we've been exploring, but we haven't really executed, and hopefully we'll execute in 2025, is with the data availability partner. Either we've had like preliminary discussions with guys like Hive or But we need to we need to push this along, and hopefully we'll do that fairly soon. So this is kind of the three main kind of tech partnerships on the risk-taking side, on the ZK, and on data availability. So 2 out of 3 for 2024 is decent, and hopefully we'll do the DA. We'll exit in the next 6 months. So yeah, that's in terms of like tech partnerships. Now we also managed to get our kind of initial set of infrastructure partners, kind of our node operators and our data providers. I would say 60-70% complete and set up, which should be in time for our mainnet launch, our planned mainnet launch at kind of end of January or early February. So that's good news. We got very reputable node operators to be in the initial set, and also like really good variety of data providers, either like exchanges or market makers. So we'll have a good variety in that sense. And yeah, I mean, that's in terms of the partnerships. And then the final thing I would say is kind of what we did on the marketing side. And yeah, but maybe if you have any questions for these partnerships first.
Well, sorry guys, I had some issues with my connection here. I missed that part, but of the conversation. But as Georgi is online, I'm happy things are under control. Just can you tell me where we are?
Oh, I just went through kind of the tech that we're using, our partnerships, and then the setup of our node operators and our initial node operators and data providers is pretty much complete as well. And then the final thing that I would touch on is the kind of what we did on the marketing side. It's probably, I mean, Krista and I have been working on this for the longest. I mean, we started on this earliest. My attention split, especially the last 6 months. I was much more focused on our kind of the BD and some other operational stuff. So maybe I had a little bit less of an input, but anyway, in the beginning, we really focused on is trying to set up this this little community that we have. We managed to to meet some great folks like some of you that are here, like Arheo, and we tried a bunch of stuff. Like I remember trying streams, some different meetups, and I guess we're still figuring it out, and I hope we will really like get much closer over 2025. I feel like I said, tried to start off strong, and then slacked off with the community building the last 6 months, or not slack off, but I was really focused on something else. But now that we hopefully win a few of these deals and deploy in a few really good chains, and I'll be able to really put a lot more effort into community building and yeah, and hopefully make it better, right? And we have some big stuff planned here, right? Like really big stuff. Obviously, you see stuff that are happening with other teams. So you see where the winds are blowing in terms of kind of the sentiment, the market sentiment. So you would, yeah, I would I expect big things from ourselves, and I would you can expect big things basically on the community side. We really believe in how to say and getting you guys involved and getting you guys really have like skin in the game and calling this thing your own, and then putting your heart and soul into this like we are, and this is what we want, and hopefully we'll get there. We'll build this kind of community and culture And I think we have been trying to, and yeah, hopefully we'll get there. And then I personally promise that I'll spend much more time now that we have some win, or hopefully we'll get some wins on the BD side. But anyway, we grew up to like 15-20K, right? With some I guess most people are not very active, but the people who are active are quite active, and we have this kind of new a wave of partnerships with different communities like Manta and Vana, and this is hopefully we'll continue exploring those and like bringing in more people from all sorts of different places. And yeah, one big thing was the Eat Sofia. That was an event that we planned for a few months, and we helped organize and then bring in a lot of the sponsors and the teams, and the whole team got involved, and it turned out very well. I think we learned a lot as a team. It was kind of the first major test for the team, how we're going to execute, whether we can get a test net out, whether we can get an MVP out, whether some people can actually use it, whether we can provide them technical support and help them integrate and like end to end actually have something working. And it did work out, right? So we were very happy. And after that, we also executed a few other hackathons, with the Cold Club, with Oxford Blockchain Society, and a few other kind of project partners. So I mean, yeah, the tactic was mixed results, but I think itself especially was very good. And we yeah. Anyway, the now we're also doing a big rebrand. I mean, not a rebrand, but we're kind of finding the visual identity of the project. We had left it at the back burner for a while, and now we have it. Now it's I think it's almost complete, and we'll soon, we'll reveal it within a month, I think. Um, and oh yeah, and another thing was we really, especially in the last 6 months, the last 3 months, we tried to ramp up kind of the public speaking, and we've been speaking at a few events, a few podcasts, especially like Zachary, and then especially like guys like Martin have been super active on Twitter, and I think hopefully that will like put it like that would help us. I know people start talking about us, but anyway, that's we are putting a lot of effort into it. Personally, I've started also posting a lot on Twitter, and hopefully, guys like Stan and then Demo have also been posting a lot, and just more public speaking, more Twitter, and then the whole team become kind of semi KOLs, and we help you guys also become semi KOLs, and that boosts the whole project. And I think we will put a lot of effort into this over the next year as well. So that's on the marketing, right? We got started. We started up. We really tried to focus on especially the good core contributors of the community. We executed on a bunch of hackathons, and software was especially good. We're almost done with the new look and the kind of the new visual identity, and then we did a bunch of events and public speaking, especially in the last 3 months. So, and that should be how we, yeah. I mean, that's what happened 2024. I guess to go over 2025, it will take another 30 minutes maybe, but what should be the main thing to expect? I would say deployments on these really good chains that I was mentioning earlier. Deployments at least one deployment for each product, right? On a very good chain. And putting our tools into the hands of the best developers, and having SVM ready, having our AVS ready, having more kind of tech partnerships, especially the DA, and then over time slowly expanding our initial set of operators and data providers, and just going harder on the marketing, especially like community and community building. And I think we want to provide more localized kind of events and budgets, and yeah, just I think
Yeah,
that's the idea.
there was a question there was a
Yeah,
question
go ahead.
related to this, the ambassador program and how it's going. I mean, this everything that Georgi described is like a laying foundation of what we're gonna do on the community side, also on the marketing. We believe we are a team, I would say, people that believe that you need to have something to brag about, speak about, and this something should be something really good. So that's why all the focus went into developing and also developing strong relationship ecosystem partners, developing the product itself. And we had to, of course, focus also on the community, but expanding the community. And we'll definitely go with this. The moment the community grows and to a certain point, which we are reaching now, I think 20K is a very healthy level of community that we can start speaking and activating these local members and starting with local events. Also, the ambassador program on itself, it's been uh, cooking since very long time. I would say maybe 8, 9 months, but it didn't come out because we didn't see the community to be ready. I personally want like 3 times more people to join those calls, and I want to know why those people don't join the calls. If there's something you can improve, many of you participate in the feedback um, questionnaire that we sent out, and it was great to see this. Now we are building this together, and it's very important for us to hear back from you also. So regarding the ambassador program, just stay tuned, but it's definitely coming in I would say maybe end of QA, Q1 next year. We'll have something going on already on local levels, especially where especially with virtual events or directly with in-person events. Those are things that we need to figure out. And I said that the community needs to grow, and I already see 30 people joining. So great.
Yeah, I mean, guys, you can we should have formalized it, and we promised that we'll formalize the ambassador program, so you know exactly like. But in general, I'll tell like one thing that we would want, that I really want to happen, is to find regional, like actually in different like regions, people who can organize a get together on a little event or a little hackathon and then execute on that and kind of build very localized communities. This is something that we would incentivize heavily, and yeah, and we're prepared to like really help, like really push. And then the other thing that we really need is if you guys kind of uh, essentially just go into the different communities of like new chains or of protocols, and figure out if they need something like an oracle, and let us know. Then if you hear about new protocols or new chains coming up that need an oracle, just let us know, and that's super helpful. That would also be heavily incentivized if you find us if essentially find us leads. I think this is the two most important things. Uh, we'll also do some educational stuff where we'll we'll figure out how you can also just do just talk about the product, right, and talk about us, like let's say on Twitter, and then that can also be incentivized. But just the easy things is find us leads of chains and protocols to use us, like that would be amazing. And yeah, yeah, these things, if you can do that for us, it will be much more it will be worth much more than any ambassador program, because essentially what we want is when we have a problem, when we have a need, we want to be able to, one of the first places we go for help is you guys, right? Because our community, maybe you can help us out with this for only right now. Our main need is to get more chains, find more chains that are early on, that don't that where we can deploy our Oracle and be kind of the main Oracle providers, and win some business this way. This is our biggest need. And then and then finding like good developers to use us, right? Either protocol builders or just good developers to use our like ZK tooling. So help us out with that, and I guess I'll take some time to also like list out or maybe some immediate or not so immediate needs that maybe you can help us out, and you help us out, and we'll incentivize it.
Yeah. On the side of the user-generated content or pieces that go, there are a few people that are very active. They've been always recognized and incentivized by the roles that we're giving. And Laoshe role, which actually means in Chinese language, it means teacher. So you're putting information out for Blocksense, and the most active people in the community are getting this role. And this month we have a promotion of one person, which is just a very good example of how things can go, because he just joined our community recently, and now this month is getting promoted. I need to just find his name. I will shout it out later, but yeah, he's one of the very good examples. And the other one is that I see even in the chat is Versus, and because of his activity, constant activity, we decide to promote him to Pirate, because Pirates are the crew that is really how to say it, like diehard Blocksense team. Those are the people that are all the time active, that are all the time helping others to figure out things. And essentially, this is what we want, to grow this core community into a bigger community of people to help the others coming. We have the VFAM now. They're really cool guys. I like the whole team. Everyone working with them was amazing. Just the communications. So I like to see things in this level. So yeah, I can continue with this kind of contributions. You get the rewards on the side of the content. We'll try to make things clearer as what kind of content, but as Gary said, there are also immediate priorities. If you find leads, if you think that some project is suitable for us, just DM me, or you write in the, also we have the section where you say partnership proposal. You can open a ticket in Discord. I'm looking at those. Rahul also is looking at those. And we are sourcing everything to the founding team, where they see which opportunities are good for us at the moment and how to engage with those. The team is working really hard to make sure they look at all the potential partners and to see what are the entries we have there based on the product that we mentioned earlier that we're developing. So, and your work, you should know it's always seen and appreciated. So just keep on the good work, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we're about to ship 2025 is gonna hopefully, I mean, it's gonna go. It should go. It should really accelerate very quickly. We ship the end of January or beginning of February. We have deployed on multiple chains. Then we roll out the next product, and soon after that we'll have soon after that we should have some kind of a TG, and yeah, hopefully everything unravels next year, right? 2025. Like yeah.
2025 seems to be the year of Blocksense, right? I mean, all this preparation
We're very well
during this
set up.
whole year.
Yeah, I mean, we're very well set up. Yeah.
Yeah. We're working for this. The support we got from all the investors, the cool partnership that we're developing at the moment, the very important documentation release, and what Gary said also, we have start testing and trying those in hackathons. People start developing use cases using Blocksense that were not possible before. Could go on the blog and read some of the articles like AgriShield or insurance. This is insurance for agriculture, or also flight tickets insurance, things that they don't need intermediaries in many ways, and it can be implemented with Blocksense in a very easy and efficient way. So those are the things we are building. And now, of course, we are now deployed on 18 testnets, which means we are already in a working relationship with those testnets and exploring the opportunities there and all the projects that they're building on them. And the cool news that Gary mentioned, the big things coming and happening in 25 is we'll very soon start deploying on their mainnets, which means we're absolutely ready to go with V1 production, right? Because the next step of our production will be to get completely decentralized and to have our own set of permissionless validators, right? So everyone will be able to be a validator, but at the beginning, we'll start the permissionless set like Luga nodes or Blockdaemon or
Yeah,
some of our
over, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, over, especially probably towards the second part of the year, 2025, we'll really try hard to to decentralize the system, more validators, more data providers, like make it permissionless, make the script, the Oracle deployment permissionless. Yeah, and then that's where we also deploy the ZK machinery, and then we also do the TG at that point. Once we have rolled out to the full, like the system decentralized.
Yeah, we have very ambitious plan, but it's being rolled out step by step, and that's how it's being. We're testing and proving that things work, and just
At least we have, yeah, we have the MVP now. We'll ship it,
yeah, that's
and then we'll ship a few other products over the next 6 months. Then we'll decentralize the system, the ZK machinery, and we'll have the token, and that should be 2025.
2025 sounds like a very exciting year for us, guys. So I'm happy our community is growing. Also, this is I'd say the first time we have around 35 people tuning in. Thank you, everyone. It's great to see this. And I always look at things this way. Now we're 35 and tomorrow we're 335. So no, I just know that we're going to reach on more people. And yeah, our product will grow. That's for sure. And I just see the person that I wanted to shout out to, Smith, Agent Smith. Thank you for your contributions. You're getting the Lauscher role because of your participation this month. Most active person on the server.
Nice.
Most active of those who does not have the role yet, because okay, the old guys, you're killing it, guys. You're still continuing to do it. Thank you so much for your participation. And Osmaya is here, Temnik is near, Abdullah is here. Cool guys. I really love your work and working together. Thank you so much. Facts Parade, I see you also. Amazing. And Versus is now full house. He's equipped with almost all the roles. I didn't look, but it actually shows that you can join and in relatively short time make impact in the Blocksense family. So stay active, contribute, help each other, be nice to each other, and yeah, that's the way, guys. What to say? We have about I have planned this call to be 30 minutes, but as you see, there are so many things that happen in a year, so obviously it took more time. But I think those are the major points we could speak about and that we mentioned already. The raise that we have, the partnerships, all the events that we've been to, and the product that we're developing, the release of the documentation, the growth of the community and the community programs that are ongoing, and those that we are improving and gonna be coming out based on the size of the community, the activity of the community also. And yeah, I would like to open the stage for questions if there are some directed to me, to Georgi, to the team in general. If you have something, you can write in the chat also. Say what you think. How you think 2025 will be for us? What do you say, guys? Are we?
Yeah, what do you guys want to see actually in 2025? I'm wondering what did you guys expect to happen in this last year compared to what actually happened? I'm curious. Did you expect
Yeah,
more
I
or
think
less or?
Because Mane writing in the chat, we've been working almost a year together. That's true, brother. We spend a lot of time together and a lot of work and much more to come. But that's the beauty of the distributed system. The more we are, the more we distribute the workload, and easier it gets. So then we can grow and reach to more people. So 2025 will make sense for Blocksense. Yeah, Fox Parade. Amazing. If anyone want to unmute, otherwise in the chat is also okay. I know we make those calls also with the pirates. We're learning slowly to communicate, but as Georgi said, and we're supporting this vision from the very beginning. We'd like to support everyone to become a better version of themselves and to support your journey in becoming a KOL or semi-KOL or even learning things while working with us. I mean, there are so many possibilities. I learned many things from Rahil, but I think he's also learning things working with us. And that's the beauty of this exchange. We're not competing. We are doing this all together. So let me look at the chat if there are some other meaningful comments. Everyone looks pretty excited. I like this pirate faces also. Inspiring. I don't have much to add, and if you are good, Georgi, we could say that ending up. Oh, Martin is joining us. He couldn't hold it. Please say a word.
Hey guys, I'm at my wife's mom's place. So I just wanted to step on stage for a little bit. It's good to see everybody here. If you look at the history of a lot of other oracles, projects, hey Temnik, hey Smith, if you look at the history of a lot of other projects, teams took a super long time to get up and going. So we announced the 4 million raise in September. We're already by December on 18 testnets, and we're looking at going on mainnets early next year, which it's freaking crazy, guys. Like the speed at which this team is moving is really astonishing. And when we're on the inside, it feels like we're not moving quick enough. But even look at the numbers that Georgi quoted in terms of team growth. So cheers, Devnik. I appreciate all of you guys just looking at Facts Parade, Hasmania, Hazef here. So things are moving quickly. If you look at the trajectory, things are moving much faster than pretty much anybody else that's been doing something similar to what we're going for or operating in the same space. So in one of the upcoming community calls, I want to take some time and just talk you guys through how massive this is, how big this is, why we're doing what we're doing. And so you've been piecing things together over time. I feel like now we're in a place where I would just love to give you that gift. In this group here, we're 30 people, just talk you through what's the big vision and how and why we're democratizing oracles. This is going to be massive for the space. And you guys are in this with us at the right time as well. So for sure, the ambassador program is going to come in. There's going to be a lot more community work, but I want you to understand the why, right? A lot of projects talk about community. A lot of projects look at, we need to pump retail. This isn't what this is about. This is much bigger. And so I just feel super excited about listening to Georgi, walking you guys through, listening to Risto, and just seeing the community on December 27th popping in for this meeting. So I want to step on stage to say I really appreciate you guys. In one of the coming sessions, I just want to give you a super high level rundown so you guys understand the why. When you understand the why at that level, it's really going to click for you. I'm pretty sure you're not going to want to miss another community go after. So because I see you show up here, I want to give this to you as well. So we'll figure out whether it's going to be the next one or the following community call based on what Christos says, but really looking forward to just walking you guys through and continuing to grow this into next year. So really appreciate you all.
Super amazing. Thank you, Martin. And I really like this idea, And the thing is, it took us some time, even to me, took us some time to see the scope of Blocksense and why it's so important and what we're actually doing. We just got the gut feeling that this is something great, but when the thing is moving and growing, you start understanding how important it is. And I think it's a very good moment now that we're ready to start deploying on mainnets to communicate actually uh, why this is so cool what you're doing and why we believe so much in it and why we're working so much for it. So thank you, Martin, for joining us and also for this opportunity to share this information. We're gonna do either include this in a call like this, or I can see doing an AMA with you, maybe even another person, and yeah, speak about it. That's very important. Thank you so much. Perfect, guys. Georgi, do you want to add
Yeah.
something?
Um, I mean, no, I'm good. Basically, thanks. Yeah, we really appreciate you guys for joining us and for working with us, helping us out, figure this out throughout the year. Um, and we'll do our best to kind of show that we deserve your support and really give back to you as well. Yeah, because honestly, the first thing that we tried to build, that we started with in this company, because before the engineers joined, it was like before, like some of the ideas got like developed and so forth. We started off with building the community, and then just at some point, like all the other stuff, like building the products kicked in, and we had to like really put a lot more effort into that, and like the video work, and like, maybe we sidelined the community a little bit over the last 6 months. But I think we will need you guys, behind our back and to help us distribute to sell this product to the blockchain world. I know to get into the best chains, to the best developers, and yeah, and I hope you stick with us. Basically, next year is gonna
Yeah,
be pretty crazy.
we're definitely getting there, and I think really looking back, uh, 1 year of hard work is. I really appreciate Martin coming in and giving this perspective. He joined us sometime in the middle of the year, but he jumped with great speed. And every person joining the team, as every person joining the community, is just helping us accelerate. And as I said, distribute this workload, making things possible. So looking back, amazing year filled with a lot of work. Me, I learned to work from anywhere all the time. Like it's pretty crazy. Uh, but yeah, I like to see those results, and I see that every team is building and every team is delivering. And I also want to thank all the people I've been working with for the hard work. We're all trying to figure out and to do it in the best possible way. We're putting a lot of our uh, effort and time into it, and there's no doubt 2025 is gonna be the Blocksense year. So thank you everyone for supporting us, for being with us, and yeah, for tuning in today. I wish you nice celebration for the new year, and let's start. I mean, I'm already excited about. I feel like the things coming into 25 gonna be very very big things. So good to have a community that's being with us for 1 year. There's some real believers in the project. So thank you everyone. Looking forward to continue this good work together.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you so much.
See you, and have a great new year. See you next year,
Yeah.
guys. See you in the
Bye
server.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Yeah.